It's such a pleasure to be here because being an alum, it's always like connecting back to the roots. I come from a community where survival is not just about trends or choice, it's about survival. And that is why I am deeply connected with the intersections of the work I have been doing. When we talk about sustainability, we think about climate, carbon, resources. But there is one thing which is left over. It's people. Because no planet can be sustainable if people are left behind. And that's how the journey of Praveen Lata Sansthan Foundation, Mera Pad and Titlams comes into place. As a survivor of dropping out of school at the age of 12 and getting a choice to complete my studies because my mother, who was illiterate, understood the power of education, guided me to complete my education by giving me the choice of dreaming. My mother in law, who was a domestic violence survivor, being highly educated, gave me the voice of being courageous and to be independent. And that was the reason I learned three things is very important for a girl and a woman. That is, every girl must have voice, choice, as well as the courage to keep dreaming. But how does sustainability takes place and comes into action? All the three initiatives which I have been working is interlinked. First, Praveen Lata Sansthan Foundation, founded because of my role models, my mother, my mother-in-law, who gave me a clear vision to come back and work for the society. But it started all from Mumbai, the place I am standing here today. Mumbai was the place when I built my career working with various corporates and came back to give back to the roots, working and volunteering with Salam Balak Trust in Mumbai. And that was the time I realized the challenges which I faced long back still existed because I got the opportunity by God's grace to save one girl who was brutally being raped in the Dharavi slums and thrown away. I got the courage and I got to save her. But that was not an easy task for me because I was held responsible to go and support while I was volunteering with one of the organizations. But one thing which came up very powerful was that if you have done this, definitely there is somebody who has been thinking about and the courage has been given by God to you and that has to be continued. And that's how the vision to work and give back to the society came back to me as a thought process. And in 2013, I started the foundation after losing my mother and mother-in-law named Praveen Lata Sansthan. While working at the grassroots level, we identified that 9 lakh children drop out before their primary education. Not because they did not have lack of capabilities, just because of social and economical challenges they have been going through. The second biggest problem I identified was 1 out of 4 girls were married before the age of 14. क्योंकि एक सोच है कि पहला पीरियड्स पीहर में और दूसरा ससुराल में. And this thought process completely changed my thought process to work and give back to the society. While I was doing my work on the frame of personal safety, I got to rescue a girl who was brutally being raped by her own father and was sold in Ajmer somewhere. And that was the time I was being attacked by some of the community peoples and was asked to stop the work. But that made me realize what I wanted to do. Either I work in a corporate office or go back and give back to the society. Even my family stopped me not to work on this segment and leave the development framework and come back and work in the corporate sector. But my vision and my strong emotions was very much connected to the grassroots because I could see the triple effect what I have been doing for. And that was the reason I clearly took up the vision that I will be working and left my corporate job. The first question when I went to give my resignation to my CEO was, how will you sustain? And that was the first time I heard about sustainability. And that sustainability word, like still it's remaining in my heart that I need to work and focus on a lot of things always around me. And that's how Mera Pad came into picture, because while working at the grassroots, I identified the needs of the girls and women asking for sustainable products in line, because not every woman could afford the sanitary pads. After doing a research of more than 1.5 years, I identified that the need was very strong, and I developed a cloth pad which is made of bamboo charcoal, which was innovated and also recognized by Startup India. And that's how our sustainable venture started. We got a lot of recognitions with high-end recognitions from President of India, United Nations, and other organizations too. But one thing was very, very much deeply interconnected was with Mera Pad, I could have touched millions of people, but livelihood was one stake because only 10.8% of women were participating in the female workforce. And that made me realize that only one product won't work out. Being in the social sector, why not come up with more initiatives? And that is how Titlam came into picture. Because sustainability was the core agenda, I realized the fact that why not deep-rooted cultural traditional dolls can come place while we can upcycle the textile waste, because I come from Jaipur where I find textile as one of the major hub, and that was how we came up with Titlam dolls, which is actually deep-rooted, and we are building products out of the upcycled fabrics which come post-production from the export houses as well as from the dead stocks. And today, this has been recognized by Niti Aayog, and we are recognized as green entrepreneurs talking about sustainability. This project has not only transformed the life of many women around us, but also built a sustainable model. Sustainability comes with us with small actions we take. It could be through life mapping, like Prachi stated, or it could be through any of the actions we do in our businesses, in our activities, in our actions. But one thing is always there, either as an individual or either as an organization, it is always needed that you need to focus on one aspect. Because it was 1000 saal pehle, if you see that India was being ruled by Mughals and the Britishers, but still we sustained, right? And that is the reason we always talk. It is through the existence. When we, इसका सबसे अच्छा उदाहरण ये है कि जब बच्चे पैदा होते हैं तो माँ अपने पहले बच्चे के कपड़े दूसरे बच्चे के लिए रखती है. एंड दैट इज़ ऑल अबाउट सस्टेनेबिलिटी. हम लोग आज हर दूसरे दिन अपने कपड़ों को चेंज करते हैं, not even thinking about how it can be reused. Now a lot of initiatives are coming up, like India Recycle is one of the brand who has been pushing people to reuse the cloths, reuse and sell it also on the grounds. So we are also coming up with such initiatives, and we always talk about sustainability. Life is not been as easy, and we have been teaching many people all talking about this. Today we are working with more than 5,000 plus artisans who have got lifetime opportunity. They are moving not only from villages to cities but also to metro cities to showcase their work. And they are also becoming the decision makers of the work they have been doing. They have the roles to play in their families. They have been talking about their children's health, their children's education, their children's development framework, and also coming back to us, sharing their dreams. This sustainability model is not just about me or you, it's about the people around us. Anything we do, we have to think about each and everything what is around us and how we can create an impact. We are making our small impacts in our own ways, and I invite you to be a part of those actions. You also have to think about sustainability in your own ways and come up with your own actions. Thank you.